Good evening and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. This is, I believe, day 80 of 2025. I'm continuing the story of the King of the Wind. Now, Israel Duk had been stomped on by Sham. Good move, it seems, a bunch of people thought. Writhing in pain, jumping around on one foot. This pause in the action was like a two-act play. One act, the first act was over. Now we have a pause. There's a little bit of an intermission before the second act will come in. The bishop surveys the situation, understands what's going on, sees these horses that are emaciated, sees that they really don't have the kind of stature that the good French horses have, and realized that at this point in time, the king's horse had been brought in, which was this huge gelding, probably close to twice the size of this Arabian stallions. And the bishop is well aware of the plight of France during this year, where grain crops have not done as well as they usually do. And so there was concern about feeding all these animals corn and barley, wheat. The stables were filled with a lot of horses, and on top of that, there was an army which depended on their horses, their cavalry. And this was true. I mean, at this point in time, horses were a mode of transportation. They were used to work the fields. They were used in battles. What a horse would give was just an amazing thing. The bishop turns to King Louis and says, I think it would be best if you sent these horses up to the army and allowed them to be used there as pack horses. Except perhaps this one. And the bishop had grown fond of Sham, I guess for having stomped on Monsieur Duk's foot. He said, this one I think you should keep for the cook. He needs a horse to go in each day for vegetables and meat. So let this one stay. Now the horses have been standing there, the grooms have been standing there, and how it was communicated what would happen, I really don't know. But communication took place between these various parties. Now, perhaps Seigneur Achmet knew some French, and so the deal was struck. Seigneur Achmet could not go back to Morocco. He just felt like it would have been a failure. And so he and those 5 groom boys were sent off to the French army. And Sham became a cart horse for the cook. Now, the only one that can control Sham, of course, was Agba. The cook could not control him at all. Each day, the cook, with Agba at his side, would mount the little wagon that they would take into the village, the town, and there procure vegetables and meat as they needed. People grew very fond of Agba. He was unusual looking, but everyone could tell just immediately that he was a good person. His heart was good. He was honest. And so everyone loved Agba. And they loved Sham, who pranced as he pulled that cart in a way that none of the other cart horses could. Agba and Sham were like one. He could maneuver that horse backwards, forwards, back the wagon into one place or another. It was phenomenal what could take place. Now there was a woman that sold fruit. Every day she would give Agba an apple for himself, and one for Sham as well. Everyone loved him. He got treats from another woman that sold pastries. And the cook, he became quite jealous of this attention that Agba got. And we'll stop the story there.